When people think of Africa, they picture safaris or vibrant music, but there's a heavyweight industrial rivalry brewing. In one corner, South Africa, the established champion, built on gold, diamonds, and decades of industrial muscle. In the other, Morocco, the agile challenger, rewriting the rulebook with modern green strategies. This isn't just a friendly rivalry, it's a showdown to define Africa's industrial future. Will the continent follow South Africa's traditional path, or leap into Morocco's high-tech, sustainable model? Both are investing billions, but their game plans couldn't be more different. South Africa, deep mines, sprawling cities, a legacy of building big. Morocco, strategic location, royal vision, and a relentless focus on the future. Two leaders, two paths, one big question. Who will be Africa's industrial champion? Grab your popcorn, this is a blockbuster in the making. Let's meet the contenders. South Africa is the original gangster of African industry, a true heavyweight on the continent. Its influence stretches far beyond its borders, shaping the economic landscape of Africa for over a century. Its story starts deep underground: gold, diamonds, platinum, and coal. Precious resources that built the nation's wealth and global reputation. These minerals didn't just make South Africa rich, they put it on the world map. Mining profits funded roads, railways, sprawling cities, and massive power plants, giving South Africa a massive head start over its neighbors. Infrastructure grew rapidly, connecting people and industries across vast distances. But it didn't stop at extraction. They built cars, forged steel, produced chemicals, and even developed military hardware. South Africa became a manufacturing powerhouse, exporting goods across Africa and beyond. This industrial base is deep-rooted and complex, weathering many storms, political, economic, and social. It's a legacy of resilience and innovation. The Johannesburg Stock Exchange, Africa's largest, fuels these industries with investment and ambition, making South Africa a financial hub for the continent. The result? A powerful combination of resources, manufacturing, and financial muscle, all working together to drive progress. Johannesburg and Cape Town's skylines are monuments to this legacy, symbols of ambition and achievement that inspire the continent. But old infrastructure needs updating, and coal-powered energy is now a liability in a world demanding cleaner solutions. South Africa's challenge is clear. Can this heavyweight adapt quickly enough to stay on top, or will it be left behind as the world changes? The legacy is strong, but the future demands change. Innovation and reinvention are now more important than ever. The world is going green, and agility is key. South Africa must pivot to renewable energy and sustainable industry to remain a leader. South Africa has the power, but does it have the speed and vision to transform itself for the next era? That's the question facing the champion. The next round won't be easy, but the stakes have never been higher. The next round is about transformation, embracing new technology, building for the future, and proving once again why South Africa is the OG of African industry. Now, meet Morocco, the ambitious newcomer. Once known for markets and coastlines, Morocco is now an industrial powerhouse in the making. Guided by a top-down vision, Morocco is building modern, green industries from scratch. Lacking South Africa's mineral wealth, Morocco leveraged its location at the crossroads of Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. They invested in world-class infrastructure, attracting foreign investment in high-tech sectors. Morocco now manufactures for Boeing, Airbus, and has a booming automotive industry. They built Africa's first high-speed train, a symbol of rapid progress. The government cut red tape, offered incentives, and trained a skilled workforce. Morocco's strategy focused on a few key sectors and become the best. The result? Explosive growth and global attention. Morocco is now a case study in building a 21st century economy. It's not just catching up, it's aiming to leap ahead. The challenger is here to win. The auto industry is where this rivalry gets turbocharged. Across Africa, two countries are racing to shape the continent's automotive future, each with its own strategy and strengths. For decades, South Africa was the undisputed king. Ford, VW, BMW, Mercedes, all building cars for Africa and beyond. Its factories powered a thriving industry, and its skilled workforce set the standard for the region. But then Morocco entered the race. In less than 20 years, it transformed itself into Africa's top car exporter, sending vehicles to Europe, the Middle East, and even further afield. Morocco's secret? Attracting French automakers like Renault and Peugeot, building ultra-efficient factories near a world-class port, and focusing relentlessly on exports to global markets. South Africa's industry is powerful but traditional, serving a large domestic market and relying on established brands and methods. Morocco's is hyper-efficient, export-driven and strategically located right next to Europe, giving it a huge logistical advantage. The world is shifting to electric vehicles, and Morocco is already planning battery factories and affordable EVs, aiming to lead Africa's green mobility revolution. South Africa is trying to catch up, but faces tough challenges like an unstable, coal-dependent grid and the need to modernize its infrastructure for the electric era. The race isn't just about quantity, it's about building the cars of the future, faster and greener. Morocco's momentum is undeniable, and its eco-friendly approach is setting new benchmarks. South Africa's legacy is strong, with decades of experience and a deep-rooted automotive culture. The auto showdown is just heating up, and both countries are determined to shape the next chapter of Africa's automotive story. Who will lead Africa's drive into the future? The race is on, and the world is watching. Energy is the lifeblood of industry, and here, the divide is stark. South Africa's power comes from coal, fueling its rise but now causing blackouts and pollution. The energy crisis is crippling factories and scaring off investors. Transitioning to renewables is tough. Coal is entrenched, and change is costly. Meanwhile, Morocco, with no oil or gas, bet everything on renewables. They built the Noor solar complex, one of the world's largest, and invested heavily in wind power. Morocco aims for over half its electricity from renewables by 2030. This gives Morocco energy independence and makes it a magnet for green industries. South Africa is struggling to keep the lights on. Morocco is powering ahead. The energy divide could decide the industrial race. Clean power is Morocco's edge. South Africa must adapt, or risk falling behind. The future is green, and the clock is ticking. Money and logistics are the engines of industrial success. South Africa was once the top destination for investment, but slow growth and instability have made investors wary. Morocco, meanwhile, has become an investment magnet, offering stability, tax breaks, and a business-friendly climate. European and Gulf companies are pouring money into Morocco's automotive, aerospace, and renewable sectors. On shipping, South Africa's port of Durban is massive but aging and congested. Morocco's Tangier, Medport, built from scratch, is now Africa's largest and one of the world's most efficient. Its strategic location connects Morocco to 180 ports worldwide, fueling its export boom. Goods move from Moroccan factories to European showrooms in days. Tangier Med is a symbol of Morocco's rapid ascent. South Africa's infrastructure needs a reboot. Morocco's modern ports and investment climate are game changers. The logistics race is redefining Africa's industrial map. The next frontier? Aerospace and green hydrogen. South Africa's defense-linked aerospace sector is skilled but small. Morocco built an aerospace ecosystem from scratch. Over 140 global companies now operate there. Casablanca's Mid-Park Industrial Zone is a hub for Boeing, Airbus, and Safran. Morocco is now a key player in the global aerospace supply chain. Both countries are eyeing green hydrogen as the fuel of the future. South Africa has platinum for hydrogen fuel cells and is developing a hydrogen valley. Morocco, with abundant renewables, is attracting investment for large-scale hydrogen plants. Both aim to export green hydrogen and create green products for Europe. The rivalry is shifting to cutting-edge, sustainable tech. The winner could help power the next industrial revolution. The future is up for grabs. By 2030, who will wear Africa's industrial crown? The race is heating up and two nations are emerging as frontrunners, each with their own strengths and challenges. South Africa boasts vast natural resources, a deep-rooted industrial base, and a large, diverse market. Its history as the continent's economic powerhouse gives it a strong foundation, but it faces urgent hurdles. To stay ahead, South Africa must solve its energy crisis, modernize its industries, and invest in new technologies at a rapid pace. If it can successfully blend its industrial legacy with cutting-edge green technology, South Africa could stage a massive comeback and reclaim its leadership role in Africa's economy. Meanwhile, Morocco's momentum is undeniable. Its focus on exports, renewables, and world-class infrastructure is already paying off. attracting global attention and investment. By 2030, Morocco's lead in automotive manufacturing and green energy could be even bigger, making it a model for sustainable industrial growth across Africa. But Morocco's rapid rise comes with its own risks. The country relies heavily on foreign investment and the health of Europe's economy, making it vulnerable to global shifts. Both nations face significant challenges. South Africa must transform and adapt to a changing world, while Morocco must sustain its growth and ensure the benefits are widely shared. The result? Two powerful models may coexist. South Africa, the resource-rich industrial giant, and Morocco, the agile, green, high-tech hub. Each offers a different vision for Africa's future. Their rivalry is pushing both countries to innovate, invest in talent, and embrace new technologies, raising the bar for the entire continent. Africa's future may be shaped by both paths, as other nations watch and learn from their successes and setbacks. The industrial crown is still up for grabs, and the competition is fiercer than ever. The next decade will decide the winner. The world is watching, eager to see which nation will rise to claim Africa's industrial future. Two titans, two visions. South Africa, the powerhouse with history and scale, facing the challenge of reinvention. Morocco, the fast-moving challenger, building new industries and betting on green growth. The real question, transformation versus endurance. This rivalry is driving innovation, investment, and jobs across Africa. There's no single path to success. Both models are raising the bar. The winner may be Africa itself, as competition sparks progress. The future could be green, high-tech, and inclusive. So, who do you think will shape Africa's industrial destiny? The debate is open, and the next chapter is still being written.